If you haven't started using Evernote to collect information in your lives, now is a great time to get started. I've been using Evernote for over a decade. We have over 22,000 different notes within Evernote. It really is a lifesaver. So if you haven't created an account, go to log in and do that. But we're going to start the video today to talk about how you can use Evernote to find information within your environment as you get thousands and tens of thousands of pieces of information, recipes, things of that nature. How do you find the information effectively? And then two, how can you use Evernote as a task manager to kind of help you walk through your daily tasks? And then the third thing we're going to talk about is how do we use Evernote as a meeting planner and be able to capture information and action items as well. So lots of things to go over. Let's go ahead and get started by logging in and creating our Evernote account. Now that we've got our Evernote account created, we're going to create several notebooks. Now for me, I've just broken out for this video 3 notebooks, and this Evernote account was created for my son who's going to school. So this is to help him be more productive at school. So here we're just going to go to notebooks. You can play with home and shortcuts. Notes, by the way, just gives you all of your notes. But here, and you can notice a reminder, we're going to talk about that in a minute. So, but here what I want to do is go to notebooks and create a new notebook. And I want to just put in here meeting notes. Now I know for some of you, this may be a personal Evernote. This could be instead class notes if you wanted it to, or family meeting notes, whatever. It all works. Here, how are we going to create notes and what are we going to do? Let's start with creating just a standard note. Now I can just go up here and say create a note, and I can type in information into my note. And notice because I clicked on the notebook reading notes, all my notes are going inside of that notebook. That's pretty easy. Now let's say that I don't want it in there. I can click on this right here and add it to a different notebook. Okay, so right here, I'm sorry, click right there. My mouse is off a little bit. I could add it to unlisted, hit move, and now it disappears from here, and now it's in unlisted. See it there? And I do the same thing and hit reading notes again, and it moves back. Very, very, very simple. So now that I have that note, wonderful. And if I want to delete it, I just go up here to the 3 dots, and I say move it to trash, or I can drag the note. I can't drag the note. I thought I could drag. Yeah, I can. I just didn't have it right. Drag the note and place it in trash. So whatever works for you, you can do that. And then you can always go back and restore that note as well if you want, or empty your trash. So pretty easy from that standpoint. So that's a reading note. How do I search within Evernote? Let's say that I'm trying to find information. I'm looking at all my notebooks or all of my notes, and I need to find something specific in my inside of my notes. Maybe it's this Spanish rice recipe, and I may be working somewhere else. I can just type in Spanish, and boom, the recipe comes up automatically, and I can see exactly what I need to do. Or maybe I'm looking for, I just put in Mickey Mouse. Maybe I'm looking for a note that I put in as Mickey, and it flips me over to my reading notes. It will go wherever I need it to go to find that information. And the search engine works spectacular. It'll even search within documents. So that's how we use the search engine. So how do I create tasks inside of Evernote? So creating tasks inside Evernote, I've gone ahead and created one here. And you notice here that I've clicked on that as finished. And then I have post to YouTube on 25 March. Now, why did I put the date back there? Because it makes it easier for me to have the date there so that I know when to add my reminder. So I'm going to remove this reminder right now so you can see how to add a reminder. So here I'm working on some tasks. I can list a whole bunch of to-dos here or have it on one page. It doesn't matter. And I'm seeing here, okay, I just got done with this. Now I need one for this date here. I'm going to click on here. Whoops. If I get lucky, I'm going to click on here. And I'm going to say add a reminder. and for some reason my mouse is not cooperating. There we go. And I'm going to say add a reminder. And here I'm just going to click on the 25th. You saw there were multiple options. I'm just going to add the default, which is 9. So now you can see the reminder at the bottom of my page. I can also click here and edit that reminder or mark it as done. Now, when I look at the reminder in all my notes, if I look at all my notes, notice that the reminder is at the top of the page and it has a little bell there that indicates that it is a reminder and that I need to get something done. And notice here it also says reminder. So that this task, I'll know that there's something due on this to-do list on the 25th of March. Now, there are lots of task managers, and I would not suggest using Evernote to do all of your tasks. If you're doing a lot of task management, I would suggest that you use something like Asana. But here, this is great for just simple tasks or to-do lists. Now, another way that we can see all of our reminders that we need, we can go here to Notes. We can just click on Reminders, and that pops up every one of our reminders. We can also say what our reminder settings are and go down and ask ourselves to get reminder emails, for example. So very, very nice. It's a nice addition for lightweight task management. So we can do that. So that's how you use reminders. The last thing I wanted to show today was how to use meeting notes. So if you're doing meeting notes in a family or a business, Evernote has a great solution for that as well. So let's go ahead and look at meeting notes. And I've gone ahead and created a meeting note here. And I did that by clicking New and Meeting Note. And the plan looks very similar to the one I have here. So here I can take and use their template. I can also move these items around. Oops. If I can get my mouse is not being cooperative. I can move it and drag it wherever I want it. Now I like my agenda, my action items to be right at the top of my list. No, I'll put this at the top of the list. So as you can see, it's pretty flexible. Whoops. If you can get your mouse to work right, you're in good shape. All right. So you can drag these things around. You can also move these columns out. So these are all capable here if you want to spend the time to kind of build out these tables and things. But I find that using a lot of their templates makes it very simple. Now I just fill in the information here. I fill in, if I want to put a goal here, I can set a different background to that cell. I have a little bit, you can kind of play with these settings, okay? And here I have action items. So I can put in, of course, clean up my meeting notes. And again, I like to use some sort of date behind it, 0321, so that then I can add a reminder to that meeting for the 21st, add a reminder. So now I have that set. So I can go in, and then when I finish this task, whatever that next date is, I do that. And then I can add my notes and any assignments. Now, a lot of times I'll add the assignee. I'll add a column up here to put in assignee. We're not going to really get into changing and modifying the form in this video, but you can, as you can see, you have lots and lots of flexibility. I can also drag that up like that. So I just did it because it was simple. And so as you can see, it's very, very easy to manipulate and move things around within this environment. So that's how you create meeting notes and have an agenda, attendees, all of the information that you need. I think you will find that Evernote is a great tool to collect information, remind you about specific things that are going on, allow you to organize your meetings and your to-do items, as well as allow you to collect all types of valuable information from the internet. This is captured directly from the internet. It embeds the URL. And the last thing I wanted to show you before we leave is how to email information to your Evernote account. To do that, you notice your account over here. Just click on the down arrow and go to account info. And at the very bottom of your account info is an email address. If you type in that email address right here, just copy that email address. If you type it into your email, you're going to that note will automatically come into notes right here. Now, if you want to have that note as a to a specific folder, this is what you'll do. You'll type in the email address at email.com. Okay. Well, I think you get the idea. Email.com. And then at the end, so you'll type that in. But in the subject line, okay, hello as a subject. And then you're going to put in the @ symbol and the exact name of the notebook. So in this case, it's reading notes. And I always do it exactly like the case sensitive is, right? So, and then I put in reading notes. As soon as I do that, it's going to automatically send the information directly into Evernote, and that note will appear. In fact, this is an example of that. This was sent over by some automation in Office 365, and you can see other videos on that topic.